Briefing content. The Economist, the object of envy for the U.S. economy. The Economist magazine has highly praised the economic performance of the Biden-Harris administration in its October and November 2024 issues. 1. Strong economic growth. Since 2020, the U.S. economy has grown by 10%, 3 times that of the G7 countries. 2. Abundant job creation. In the 4 years since taking office, the Biden-Harris administration has created 16 million jobs, setting a record. 3. Decrease in fiscal deficit. The deficit has fallen from 14.7% during the Trump era to the current 6.6%. 4. Increase in personal disposable income. The average has reached $52,000, a historic high. 5. The misery index of inflation and unemployment rates has reached its lowest in recent years. In contrast, The Economist believes that Trump's election poses the greatest risk to the U.S. economy, as his promise of significant tax cuts could lead to national debt soaring to 160% of GDP, comparable to dirty countries like Eritrea. Overall, The Economist has highly recognized the economic policy achievements of the Biden-Harris administration, describing it as a global object of envy. This reflects the strong recovery and prosperity of the U.S. economy over the past 4 years. Briefing. Lance Morrow, senior journalist at Time magazine, passes away. Lance Morrow was an outstanding journalist who, over a career spanning more than 70 years, documented and interpreted the tragedies, triumphs, and ever-changing culture of American society with the eye of a historian and a concise writing style. Morrow passed away at the age of 85 on November 29, 2024, at his home in Spencertown, New York. He served as a back-page columnist for Time magazine for over 20 years and later contributed to publications like The Wall Street Journal. His reporting and essays often aimed to capture a moment or emotion with grand and literary flair, whether it was the terror of the September 11th attacks in 2001 or the collective grief following the Challenger disaster in 1986. Throughout his career, Morrow contributed to over 100 cover stories and 7 Person of the Year features, including the 1988 profile of Soviet leader Mikhail Gorbachev. He also wrote the 1976 Woman of the Year feature, which included First Lady Betty Ford and tennis champion Billie Jean King. Until early this year, Morrow continued to write for The Wall Street Journal and City magazine. In his final article, he commented on Biden's decision to withdraw from the presidential race in July 2023, deeming it a failure and suggesting that Biden did not deserve much glory. Morrow was also regarded as an elder statesman in journalism, holding a somewhat cynical view of the industry's trends in the internet age. In his autobiography, The Noise of the Typewriter, he wrote, "Being present is a necessary condition for journalism. Or it used to be, before the screen age, everything has changed. Being present is still a good idea." National Geographic Magazine Briefing. December 10, 2024. 1. Greenland Glacier Research Findings. Over the past thousands of years, temperatures have fluctuated significantly over decades, altering perceptions of natural climate change. 2. Latest research predictions. By 2100, glacier melt will exceed the predictions of the UN Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, IPCC. The melting rate of a glacier in Switzerland is shocking. 3. Approximately 200,000 glaciers worldwide show clear signs of warming, melting an average of 3 to 6 feet per year. 4. National Geographic has released its annual Best Photos of the Year, selecting 20 outstanding works from over 2 million submissions. 5. Evidence of ritual activities by humans 35,000 years ago has been discovered in the Manat Cave in the Galilee region of Israel, marking the earliest such finding on the Asian continent. Researchers from Case Western Reserve University in the U.S. participated in the excavation for over a decade. 6. The January-February issue of National Geographic Traveler, UK edition, focuses on Japan, showcasing lesser-known aspects beyond famous sites like cherry blossoms, bullet trains, and snowy mountains, such as sacred pilgrimage paths and leisurely train routes. 7. The magazine also includes 2 supplementary guides, one on cruise travel and another exploring Massachusetts in depth. In summary, these articles cover various fields, including climate change, archaeological discoveries, and travel destinations, combining serious scientific research with engaging travel experiences, making the content rich and worth reading. December 10, 2024 briefing. Theme: Zodiac forecasts and relationship advice. Key information points. 1. From December 9th to 15th, Mercury retrograde ends, bringing opportunities for new beginnings. However, Mars retrograde will make progress more cautious. 2. The full moon on December 15th will bring different development opportunities for each zodiac sign, such as wealth, career, and self-awareness. 3. The article provides the best days for each zodiac sign this week, along with corresponding advice, such as trusting intuition, protecting boundaries, and seizing opportunities. 4. Additionally, some relationship advice is offered, such as distinguishing between sincere words and platitudes, and focusing on actions rather than just words. Summary: this week, all zodiac signs will encounter new development opportunities, but need to act cautiously, trust their inner selves, and seize opportunities. In relationships, it's essential to remain vigilant, discern sincere words, and pay attention to actions rather than just words. Only then can one achieve luck and success in the new year. December 10, 2024 briefing. Theme: Trump nominates Paul Atkins as SEC chairman. Key information. 1. Trump has recently changed his stance on cryptocurrencies, shifting from calling them a scam and impending disaster, to vowing to make the U.S. the cryptocurrency capital. 2. Trump has nominated Paul Atkins as SEC chairman. Atkins has been a staunch supporter of the cryptocurrency market and has criticized current SEC chairman Gary Gensler for excessive regulation of the market. 3. The cryptocurrency industry has responded positively, believing that Atkins' appointment will restore common sense to the SEC and quickly end the era of bans on cryptocurrencies, restoring freedom of choice, economic growth, and innovation. Summary: Trump's nomination of cryptocurrency supporter Atkins as SEC chairman is seen as beneficial for the development of the U.S. cryptocurrency market, ending excessive regulation and promoting innovation and economic growth. Briefing. The big news in the scientific community is often unreliable. Scientific research results are often exaggerated and overhyped, especially those that seem groundbreaking. This is due to various distorted incentive mechanisms within the scientific community and the media's preference for sensational news. Many significant discoveries that once garnered widespread attention, such as gravitational wave detection and phosphine on Mars, have ultimately been proven to have serious issues or inaccuracies. This indicates that the scientific community should remain cautious and patient, not easily believing exciting results. Truly reliable scientific findings are usually the result of long-term accumulation and repeated verification, and they do not happen overnight. Therefore, the public should maintain a moderate level of skepticism when consuming scientific news and wait for more evidence to accumulate. The Arctic crisis amid intensifying climate change. Arctic sea ice is melting at an unprecedented rate, potentially leading to the first completely ice-free summer in the coming years. This is an extremely rare and dangerous situation. The key factor contributing to this is global warming caused by human activities. Even if the Paris Agreement's target of 1.5 degrees Celsius is achieved, the Arctic is likely to experience ice-free conditions in the coming decades. The disappearance of Arctic sea ice will have profound impacts on local ecosystems and global climate. This necessitates more proactive measures from governments and society to curb the trend of climate change. Talent drain intensifies amid U.S.-China tech competition. In recent years, the increasingly deteriorating U.S.-China tech competition has led more Chinese scientists to choose to leave the U.S. and return to China for development. This is not only a talent drain issue, but also means that the U.S. research capabilities will be weakened. Meanwhile, China will gain a large number of excellent tech talents, accelerating its innovation pace. If the U.S. continues to implement targeted suppression measures, this trend of talent outflow is likely to worsen, causing significant harm to the long-term technological strength of the U.S. Insufficient relevant content to generate news broadcast script. Below is a briefing summarizing multiple articles. Theme: The New Yorker and Healing from Heartbreak. Article Summary. 1. The ancient Roman poet Ovid wrote The Art of Love, proposing various methods for healing heartbreak, such as finding new hobbies or partners or immediately traveling away. 2. After experiencing emotional setbacks, the author also tried various healing methods, such as attending yoga therapy workshops and seeking a heartbreak coach. She discovered a burgeoning industry of heartbreak healing in modern society, offering various methods to help people overcome emotional lows, from apps to dedicated healing centers. 3. The author believes that although these healing methods are diverse, their essence is to help people recover from heartbreak as quickly as possible. By participating in yoga workshops, she explored her inner world and ultimately emerged from her emotional struggles. 4. Additionally, the article mentions some recent developments in The New Yorker, such as editorial personnel changes and layoffs. In summary, this article vividly describes the various emerging heartbreak healing methods in modern society through the author's personal experiences, exploring the motivations and significance behind them. The content is rich and informative, making it a worthwhile read. Briefing. Theme: Overview of articles from Harvard Business Review. 1. Remote work can enhance employee intimacy. New research finds that remote work through video calls allows employees to better understand each other's non-work lives, thereby enhancing intimacy among colleagues. Managers need to weigh the pros and cons of recalling employees to the office. 2. The application of gaming in marketing. Modern games provide businesses with various opportunities to connect with new and hard-to-reach customers, enhance brand awareness and loyalty, and attract and retain new clients. Besides direct marketing objectives, games can also help companies develop important capabilities. 3. Higher intelligence equals more difficult life? High IQ individuals often face unique challenges, including pessimism, difficulty acknowledging their weaknesses, susceptibility to imposter syndrome, excessive competition, and overthinking, all of which can negatively impact their mental health and relationships. 4. Diversity does not equal performance improvement. Simply increasing gender and racial diversity does not automatically enhance company performance. To truly benefit from diversity, organizations need to take 4 key actions: build trust and create an environment for free expression, actively address bias and oppressive systems, embrace different working styles and voices, and leverage employees' identity-related knowledge and experiences to learn how to better accomplish core work. In summary, these articles explore remote work, gaming marketing, challenges faced by high IQ individuals, and key elements of diversity management from different angles, providing rich insights and practical advice for business managers. December 10, 2024 briefing. Theme: Vogue magazine. Key information points. 1. Zodiac forecast. This week's zodiac forecast is calmer than last week, but still strong. Mercury, Mars, and Uranus are in retrograde, prompting us to reflect on our lives and consider future directions. Even if you are unsure of your path, you can focus on the goals you want to achieve, recording your dreams and hopes to enhance self-awareness. 2. Zodiac forecast interpretations. Sagittarius, your love life is caught in a love triangle. It's best to temporarily distance yourself from both parties and reflect on whether you are ready for a new relationship. Capricorn, letting go of past grudges will bring you relief. This change may become an opportunity to improve your life. Aquarius, your classmates are not competing with you, they are proud of your achievements, and changing your defensive attitude will allow you to see things differently. Pisces, the Oakland Athletics are moving to Las Vegas, marking a significant event for Las Vegas and Nevada. 3. Competition in new drugs. Eli Lilly's new obesity drug Zepbound has shown superior efficacy in clinical trials compared to Novo Nordisk's Wegovy, which may affect insurance and government reimbursement policies for both drugs. Both companies are working to obtain new indications to enhance the recognition of these drugs at the insurance and government levels. 4. Daily activities impact on heart health. For middle-aged women, engaging in 3.4 minutes of high-intensity daily activities, such as climbing stairs or lifting heavy objects, can reduce the risk of heart attacks by 45%. Even just 1.5 minutes of high-intensity activity per day can lower heart attack risk by 1/3, which is crucial for women, as their cardiovascular fitness is typically lower than that of men. This simple daily habit may be a good option for those who dislike or cannot engage in structured exercise. Summary: this briefing covers various topics from Vogue magazine, including zodiac forecasts, competition in new drugs, and the impact of daily activities on heart health, providing rich content and high informational value that comprehensively summarizes the core points of the articles. Briefing. On December 10, 2024, Trump's government nomination sparked controversy. 1. Trump nominated former Fox News host Pete Hegseth as Secretary of Defense, but this nomination faces significant scrutiny. Hegseth has been accused of sexual harassment and alcoholism, with several Republican senators indicating they will rigorously question him. Trump is considering replacing Hegseth with Florida Governor Ron DeSantis. 2. Noted novelist Cormac McCarthy's muse, Augusta Britt, publicly revealed her identity for the first time in Vanity Fair. Britt stated that she met the 42-year-old McCarthy when she was 16, and they had a long intimate relationship, which later soured. Many characters in McCarthy's works seem influenced by Britt. 3. Trump is assembling the wealthiest cabinet in history. Reports indicate that most of Trump's nominees are billionaires, raising concerns about the excessive concentration of political power among the wealthy. In summary, Trump's personnel arrangements are highly controversial, featuring nominees embroiled in sexual scandals and those with complex relationships with Trump, reflecting numerous contradictions and uncertainties within the Trump administration. Meanwhile, the concentration of wealth in Trump's government raises concerns about political corruption in the U.S. Rolling Stone magazine's annual Best Album list sparks controversy. 1. Rolling Stone magazine has released its list of the 100 best albums of 2024, generating widespread attention and discussion. 2. Only one metal album made the list, Creek Kins, From Hell I Rise, ranked at 93. The industry widely views this as a significant oversight. 3. The list notably lacks new works from many well-known metal and hard rock bands, such as Judas Priest, Bruce Dickinson, Body Count, and Linkin Park, which is surprising. 4. In contrast, the list is filled with works from pop artists like Charli XCX, Beyoncé, and Sabrina Carpenter, raising questions about whether Rolling Stone has strayed from its rock music roots. 5. Industry insiders believe that Rolling Stone's annual Best Album list reflects clear biases and omissions, failing to comprehensively represent the true landscape of the music scene in 2024, leading to widespread discussion and controversy. Insufficient relevant content to generate news broadcast script. Briefing. 1. Content overview. This briefing covers two themes: toxic relationships and the Gold Circle championed charity event for children during the Wrangler National Finals Rodeo in Las Vegas. 2. Toxic relationships. The author shares her experience of being in a toxic relationship and explores why people repeatedly return to those who hurt them. Key reasons include loss of self-worth, thinking with the mind rather than emotions, hope that the other person will change, seeking some form of closure, loving the other person more than oneself, and fear of the familiar. The author ultimately escaped the toxic relationship and found inner peace. 3. Gold Circle championed charity event. This is an annual charity event during the Wrangler National Finals Rodeo that creates joyful moments for children with cancer and their families. The event includes simulated competitions, red carpet walks, and awards, allowing children to feel like champions. Many top equestrian athletes actively participate, bringing joy to the children. The event aims to provide support and hope for the affected children and their families. 4. Summary. This briefing comprehensively summarizes the core content of the two themes, highlighting the most valuable information points while succinctly summarizing the entire article, achieving a balanced overview. Briefing content. 1. A subway cleaner is accused of stabbing a man sleeping on the platform at a Brooklyn subway station. The man woke up after the cleaner poured bleach on him, leading to a confrontation that resulted in the stabbing. The cleaner has been arrested by the police and charged with assault and illegal possession of a weapon. 2. Since Elon Musk acquired Twitter and renamed it X, many dissatisfied users are considering leaving for good. Data analysis shows that the number of accounts deactivated on X reached a peak in the week following the election, the highest since the acquisition. Many users have already migrated to the Blue Sky platform. 3. The X platform is gradually shifting towards a more conservative direction, which is seen as a victory for conservatives. However, if X becomes a purely conservative echo chamber like Gab and Truth Social, it may not be beneficial for conservatives who wish to influence mainstream discourse, as they need the presence of liberal users. 4. Awards for the 2024 Atlantic Coast Conference (ACC) football season. Miami quarterback Cam Ward won Offensive Player and Rookie of the Year. Boston College defensive end Donovan Ezeruaku won Best Defensive Player, and SMU head coach Rhett Lashley won Coach of the Year. Briefing. December 10, 2024. Theme: Foreign Affairs Magazine. 1. The Republican House Steering Committee voted to recommend Florida Congressman Brian Mast as the new chairman of the House Foreign Affairs Committee. Mast, known for his sharp tongue and dissatisfaction with politics, will replace the outgoing Michael McCaul. 2. Mast has opposed aid to Ukraine and has had intense disagreements with Democratic ranking member Gregory Meeks. His victory over 3 more senior Republican contenders in this position surprised observers. 3. Mast's nomination may reflect the influence of the Florida delegation on the House Steering Committee, as Florida has close ties to President Trump's appointees. Florida Republicans have expressed support for Mast's nomination. 4. Concerns have been raised about Mast's nomination due to his public support for the controversial former Democratic Congresswoman Tulsi Gabbard as National Intelligence Director, who has downplayed the war crimes of Syrian dictator Bashar al-Assad. 5. Although other contenders also have their party affiliations, Mast stands out due to his public confrontation with Meeks. The two had heated exchanges during committee deliberations. 6. The Foreign Affairs Committee has traditionally operated on a bipartisan basis, as both parties believe that national security requires Congress to remain united on key foreign policy issues. Mast's election may further solidify Florida's role in critical national security matters. 7. Additionally, Nigeria's foreign ministry has denied the circulation of a false list of ambassadorial appointments on social media, emphasizing that the power to appoint ambassadors rests with the president. 8. A primary school student in China believes that the research results of China's Chang'e 6 mission should first be published in English to facilitate global scientific collaboration, while also ensuring a Chinese version is available for all Chinese citizens to understand the latest discoveries. 2024 New Scientist Magazine Briefing. New Scientist magazine reported a series of shocking discoveries in physics in 2024, forcing scientists and the general public to rethink reality. First, researchers found that in vascular smooth muscle cells from patients with Loeys-Dietz syndrome and genetically modified mice, transcripts related to extracellular matrix receptor interactions were downregulated, while stress and inflammatory pathways were upregulated. This indicates that the overexpression of the GATA4 protein makes these cells prone to aortic root aneurysm formation, a major feature of Loeys-Dietz syndrome. This discovery aids in better understanding the disease's pathogenesis and provides clues for improving treatment strategies. Additionally, this issue also reports a trend in the best sci-fi films of 2024 featuring horror elements. Compared to other major productions, these films better reflect the anxieties and uncertainties brought about by current technological developments. Finally, New Scientist magazine introduces its editorial team's professional backgrounds, covering various fields such as physics, biology, environment, and health, providing readers with comprehensive and authoritative scientific reporting. The editors also actively participate in various media activities to share the latest scientific discoveries and their significance with the public. In summary, this issue of New Scientist magazine focuses on some perplexing discoveries in physics, new trends in sci-fi films, and the magazine's own professional advantages, presenting readers with a rich and colorful scientific picture. Briefing. On December 10, 2024, according to the Wall Street Journal, advertising marketing group Omnicom is in merger talks with competitor Interpublic Group. If the deal is completed, it will create the world's largest marketing services holding company, with annual revenues exceeding $26 billion. Key information on the deal. 1. Omnicom will acquire Interpublic Group through an all-stock transaction, with the latter's valuation between $13 billion and $14 billion. 2. Post-merger, Omnicom will own numerous well-known advertising companies, such as OMD, PhD, DDB, and TBWA. Interpublic Group also has well-known brands like Initiative, Media Hub, FCB, and McCann. 3. This merger deal will require approval from regulatory authorities if finalized. 4. The announcement of this merger may come within this week. If successful, it will position Omnicom ahead of WPP, becoming the largest marketing services holding company globally. 5. Previously, Omnicom attempted to merge with Publicis in 2013, but the deal ultimately fell through. In summary, the merger between Omnicom and Interpublic Group will reshape the global advertising marketing landscape, creating an unprecedented marketing services giant. Whether the deal can be successfully completed still awaits the outcome of regulatory approvals.